All right, so we got that little short, like back and arm day type deal today. So that's gonna be kind of nice, and hopefully the pump's good and everything. So I'm thinking, pose down wise, chest. So chest should definitely be back at the OG place. At least until we get a tripod. Back by that little area. But back and arms, I don't know, why, but my front double biceps always look really good in the mirror. So, I think the move for back or biceps, or back or arms, is to pose down in the mirror. Chest is going to be, chest or shoulders or anything like that's going to be posing down in the OG spot, and then legs you can really pose down anywhere. The only reason I don't like posing down in the locker room as much, at least during the winter time, is because it makes my skin look like I'm I don't know, like a vampire almost. I look very white, so during the summertime when my skin's a little bit darker, it's fine, but I just feel like I look a little weird in some of those pose downs down in the locker room, but I don't need to stress it too much. I just need to kind of find my ideal spots to pose down. Realistically, if I could get a tripod again, I could pose that pretty much anywhere. But it's been a long day at school, man, and this pre-workout hasn't kicked in yet, so I'm still a little bit wasted from school. I'm usually pretty tired by the end of the day, end of the school day, just because this year especially, junior year, it's just been kind of rough, to be honest, but it's just later in the day, sun's going down. I've been awake for not quite 12 hours, but I've been awake for a little bit, so I'm usually starting to get kind of tired by now, but I think the math isn't necessarily mathing for me. So I go to bed at 10, and I wake up at 7. I mean, yeah. So I guess I'm not really counting that, 6:37-ish to, kind of, I hop off my computer or my phone or whatever, usually about 30 minutes before I'm going to bed. It's because it helps to fall asleep faster. So I usually kind of have about, 2 to 2.5 hours a day of, kind of relaxation, screen time that I use. So if you don't really count that, man, I wish I was this tired when I was going to bed. Even yesterday, I didn't use pre-workout, but I still had a rough time falling asleep, to be honest. I just don't when it actually comes time to fall asleep, for some reason, I just struggle to fall asleep quickly. It usually takes me 30 minutes. And yesterday, I didn't take pre-workout. This time I'm taking pre-workout, but I'm gonna take a sleeping pill or whatever. It's not melatonin, but you know what I'm talking about. It's those purple oblong pills. Anyway, I gotta get to the gym and get warmed up and everything, so I'll see you guys in there for, I guess we'll just do it like last time. We'll do lat pull downs, and so I couldn't do rows last time just because my buddy's younger siblings were there, so we'll do lat pull downs, rows, and pullovers. Yeah.
I'm writing your name down. From? I have one more water. I have one more water. Okay. One more time.
Alrighty, good pump. I need to work on my stomach control a little bit. But overall I'd say it's pretty good. I think, you know, part of the reason my vacuums weren't really good today is because, you know, I was in a bit of a rush, and I basically went straight from, you know, my set. Here, I'm gonna try to find something to hold that up. I basically went straight from my set to, you know, actually closing down. So I'm gonna hope this kind of thing here. It's I went to the dentist for my biannual checkup and give me a little goodie bag, so I'm using that to hold up my phone. But yeah, I mean, vacuums honestly weren't too good today, but you know, I'm feeling like Friday I want to. You got to be kidding me, man! This is actually one of the most annoying things that I have to deal with as far as my YouTube content creation goes. Is this crap right here with my stupid freaking phone not wanting to stay put in place. So there's that, my little rant. Basically I'm thinking Friday we give ourselves, you know, like right after the chest pump, right after that last set, give ourselves like a minute or two, just kind of scroll on TikTok and relax for a little bit. And then now I'm not so, you know, fatigued and out of breath. So I'm thinking, you know, give myself a little bit of time to kind of recover there, and should be golden as far as vacuums go. Doesn't help that my abs are really sore too, abs and lower back. You would not believe like how much you know, like core strength it takes to hold a vacuum. Well, I should say this, to, you know, like hold repeated vacuums. Because like you can hold a vacuum, but you can only hold it for so long before, you know, you actually kind of pass out. Because that's the main thing that'll get you. But you know, trying to get those repeated vacuums just back after back, or after back to back, it just you know, it's really taxing on your core, especially on your lower back, but a little bit on your abs too. But yeah, everything's going pretty good. Arms, my front double bicep is looking really good for some reason. I don't know why that pose looks specifically good, but that front double bicep does look really good. And I would say back double bicep was all right too. And if I had to pick, I'd say my lat spreads are definitely getting a lot better. I should have done a lat spread, but I unfortunately didn't. That cobra pose isn't really too good, so I think I gotta wait till I'm lean to do that, because the whole point of the cobra pose is like, you know, like anyone who saw like the old Lee Priest pictures or like Mike Menser, like they got, you know, a massive like Dorito frame where it tapers into like a tiny waist, you know. So I need to lose some fat before I can have a good cobra pose. I just call it cobra pose because it looks like a snake, but either way, trying to think. I think it's actually called like the victory pose, because that's what Mike Menser used to do. He would do that pose. I don't know if he did it when he won shows or anything. He never won a Mr. Olympia, which is surprising, because to be honest, he probably had the better of like the top 3 physiques of that era. I mean, I don't know. You know, kind of all those guys were really good at the time. And it's really hard to say, but proportionally, I think like if you're going off a modern bodybuilding context, I think Mike Menser definitely had the better physique. In like a modern bodybuilding contest, but you know, those guys back then, you know, like I mean, it kind of started with like, you know, the Bronze Age and whatever, but really like those kind of Silver Age bodybuilders who just like barely trained legs at all, and it was like massive upper body, and you know, like there was some legs, but it wasn't really like, you know, anything special. I think those guys kind of like perpetuated like this idea that, you know, what's like aesthetic is like a massive upper body. You have to worry about your lower body. And I mean, sure, you know, like guys like Arnold looked good. Like his upper body was really good, especially for the time. I mean, he was, you know, world class, best of the best. But you know, proportionally, I'm taking Mike Menser's physique over. Although I don't know, walking around with Arnold's chest would be badass. Like I can't imagine. Like you guys haven't like. you guys don't understand what I'm talking about until you've seen like the pictures of Arnold, and his chest is like the size of a freaking pizza box. And it's like, what? That's a human being? So, I don't know. Kind of geeking out here about my bodybuilding interests, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really too interested in actually competing in bodybuilding, but I like to follow it, just like kind of, you know what's going on. My go-to guy is Greg Doucette for like catching up on, all the stuff. Occasionally I'll hop on, watch some of his videos, because he's got a video on everything. So I just pick like what's the most controversial, interesting video to watch, and I'll sit down with my 96% lean ground beef and 200 grams of rice and chow down with the Greg Doucette video. But yep, I got to get inside. My grandma wants me to come to this meeting thing that the city's having for troubled kids. Not that I'm a troubled kid. She just wants me to be there as like a mentor to younger people. So I gotta get going so I can hopefully get some of my homework done before that. But yeah, good arm pump. I'll try to record. I'm probably not going to record anything tomorrow because it's really boring, but I'll try to record my squat session for Thursday. And then obviously the next, full workout video you guys are going to see me is Friday. And we got a home basketball game, which means we get to hit a nasty freaking chest pump, and then go and have some fun at a basketball game in the student section. So eventually, one of these days, I want to record there and get kind of like a Friday night, day in the life, Friday night thing. That'll probably be for senior year, though. Either way, I'm going to get inside, edit up this video later, not now, but yeah. I wish I had like an outro thing, like a catchphrase, but for now, I'll be like dude from it's like a Free Guy. Catchphrase.